What's up, fam? Welcome to another episode of I May Be Biased. I'm your host, Cool Man Bird, and let me introduce my other co-host with me on today's show. I got my man Billy to go. Billy, how you doing today, man?
I'm chilling, man. I don't know if you can hear me, but definitely chilling.
I hear you loud and clear, brother. You good, goat? You know. And last but definitely not least, I got your boy and mine, Reality. How you doing, man?
It's great, cool, man. Ready to get into it.
All right. So today's topic, man, we're gonna talk about our boy Nick Cannon, man. I don't know if you guys heard, but he, early in June, he made some comments regarded as anti-Semitic, and he got released by his shows. He got released by Viacom that produced the show Wild and Out, and I think he got released by a few other jobs. The only job that I think they left him with was The Masked Singer. Yeah, so basically, on a episode of his podcast Canon Class, he was talking with another a guy that works closely with Minister Farrakhan, and they was getting into black people, where we at, and how they've, and then somehow the conversation dived into white people and Jews, and they claim he said some anti-Semitic remarks, man. Later on, I'm gonna pull up exactly what he said. I just wanted to get your comments on how you guys feel about him getting released from his job from his comments.
Okay. Well, the way I feel is Nick had to know that people are after him because he's very successful. Nick Cannon is a lot of people don't realize that. They think Nick Cannon and the jokes and stuff, he's super successful.
Look, Will Smith, Nick Cannon, that's the next, you could tell he definitely mirrored him, but yeah, he's very successful.
For sure, like very successful. And he's doing he was working with Nipsey Hussle. Wasn't he working with Nipsey Hussle on that documentary?
I believe so. I think he's still trying to continue that.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. He got his hand in a lot of stuff. Yeah, so man. I feel like they was looking. They was waiting for him to slip up. And they can't don't slip up much.
Right.
They was definitely waiting for him so they could give him the axe.
Well, Billy, go. How you feel about him getting fired by Viacom? Over his comments.
Nick is very pro-black, so he's always talking about the empowerment of black people. Right. He's always talking about, just things like pro-black. He's always and that's basically what that podcast is about. Is basically like teaching black people to like know themselves, know their history, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I'm gonna just pick this one episode talking about anti-Semitic.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know that we are the Semitic people. So how can you be anti-Semitic when you're the Semitic people?
Right.
Knowing that started in Ethiopia. So how can you say that? Like, don't let me get into my history bag. You know what I'm saying? Like,
when
do it
when he had a they made him have a conversation with this rabbi named Abraham Cooper, and
I
don't know who Abraham Cooper is. I don't know if he's the Minister Farrakhan's, the rabbis or whatever, why they picked this guy, but he spoke to him, and one of the things, like you said, Nick was basically saying, we both suffered from, we both got Holocausts. We should, link and compare notes instead of, and he apologized if his speech came across a little crazy, but that's how he felt about that.
He apologized to the right people, but I feel like with Viacom, they was trying to flex their muscle.
Right.
Basically, they tried to Kevin Hart him with that whole thing that they did with Kevin Hart.
Right. Yeah. It definitely mirrored those vibes.
It's like every time they feel like people are getting a little bit too successful or, something like that nature, they always try to bring them down a little bit if they could.
Right.
For sure.
And I'm backing down from it. So I take my hat off to Nick for that, man.
My take on it, I felt like the firing was a little extreme, especially when I've seen many other hosts of show like that's white. I seen them say crazy things, way crazier than what Nick was saying. For example, I remember when Bill Mayer, he has a Bill Murray, he has a show on HBO, and I don't know if y'all remember when he was doing one of his monologues in the show, and he brung up the term, I think, house nigga, and now everybody was like, whoa, whoa. And he didn't get fired though. I thought that was crazy. Even to where Ice. But the only thing I thought was a little crazy is when Ice Cube came on the show, and instead of chewing him out, he kind of gave him a pass. Matter of fact, yeah, he did. He said he forgives him. And like that was crazy. But I don't think he should have gotten fired because records would show that there's many celebrities, white celebrities, that said blasphemous things and kept their job. And they left with nothing more than a slap on the wrist. And
how about our president? He say crazy shit all the time, and he's still the president of the United States.
Right.
They wait for the black man to say anything.
Right.
And any excuse to try to get rid of him. Yep.
I would say, and then another thing I wanted to ask y'all, how do y'all feel about the black community? A lot of people was coming at Nick Cannon for apologizing, How did y'all hear anything about that? If y'all did, how do y'all feel about the black community's reaction towards Nick Cannon about canceling him and things of that nature?
I feel like it goes back to us black people so quick to turn on each other. Now I understand the whole point. You said what you said, right? We all get that, but at the same time, none of us know the pressures and the things that Nick Cannon is going through right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's a bunch of behind the scene things that we don't see. And we're so quick to just turn on our own, and that has to stop.
Right. And I would say this. I'm in total agreement with you. I feel like our community got this thing, like we, as soon as one of our brothers or sisters do something we don't like, we just so quick to just get rid of them, and it's like we don't have too many people in that industry to look at, you know what I mean? So I feel like we got to be careful as a community of wanting to get rid of Nick Cannons, and who would our youth look out at,
Right.
If he's gone,